Do you ever feel like the life you know you're capable of living is slowly slipping away, or that you've already missed the boat? And the worst part isn't the feeling itself, it's that you can see exactly what the life you want looks like. You know you're capable, and you know with every part of you that it's possible, and somehow you're still not living it. And so that's what I want to talk about in this video, what that slip actually does to you, why it happens, and how to stop it before the boat is actually gone. And I'm going to give you the fix for this at the end of the video, and how I turned my life around from broke uni graduate to successful business owner, and how you can stop being a spectator in your own life. So stick around for that solution. Now, for me, it really kicked in when I started working for the NHS. I graduated in biomedical science. I had no money. I was completely broke, and I was just working endlessly. And I remember standing in the hospital corridors one day just thinking, this isn't it. And it wasn't dramatic. I wasn't angry, but it was just this quiet feeling inside me that something was slipping away from me every single day that I stayed there. And I think a lot of people feel like that or know that feeling. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a business that you haven't started, maybe it's just a version of yourself that you've been promising yourself that you'd become for longer than you'd like to admit. But the crazy part is, and the part that nobody talks about, is that feeling doesn't stay quiet forever. The longer you ignore it, the louder it gets. And I think that one thing a lot of people regret later on in life especially is those moments where they should have chased, where they should have taken that risk, but instead are left there on the pier watching that boat slowly sail away from you. Now, the first thing I want to go through is what this actually does to you. At first you notice it and you hate it, and then you start feeling behind. But the scary part is that if it goes on long enough, you actually start adapting to it. But here's the crazy part. Once it starts to fade, it turns into self-resentment, because there's no villain in this story. It is just you at the end of the day. There's no one to blame. You start to pity yourself because some part of you deep down knows that you are living below the standard that you perhaps deserve or are capable of having. And so at this point, it starts to affect your self-trust that you have for yourself. You stop believing that you might be able to pull it off at all. But that's where things get really bad, because now that dream life isn't the only thing slipping away. Your self-trust is also crumbling and falling apart. And so you stop operating like the person that is capable of achieving those great things that you're looking to achieve. And it's not just money or business, it affects relationships around you, the partner that you could have been, the friend that you are. And so for that reason, limiting your potential literally has a cost beyond you in every other area and sector of your life. And the reason this happens is not because people are stupid or lazy. It happens because the brain is built to prefer comfort and what feels familiar over what feels meaningful. Because comfort doesn't feel like self-destruction in the moment. It feels like relief. Work was tough today. I'm tired. I'm sore from the gym. So let me scroll for another 2 hours because I deserve it. You missing out on that life that you really dream of isn't one big betrayal. It's lots of tiny negotiations. I'll start next week. I'm too tired today. I just need a bit more time. And every one of those feels reasonable in isolation. But over time, those tiny negotiations become a lifestyle. And that's how people lose years of their life. But here's how to stop it before that boat actually leaves forever. Because life doesn't get any easier as you get older. In fact, it just gets more complicated. And then before you know it, you wake up at a certain age, and this happens with everyone, it just happens at different ages, and you realize, where's all the time gone? Where's that life that I was really pushing for? And so the way out is not one huge dramatic move, by the way. You don't have to do anything drastic. Most people fail because they make the problem too big and the solution too emotional. And the best analogy I can give for this, imagine you're trying to climb a mountain. You physically can't jump up the mountain in one go. You have to literally take it step by step. That is the only way that you achieve success. And it is just one foot in front of the other, small daily actions consistently that compound over time and allow you to eventually reach the top of that mountain that you're trying to climb. The first thing that you want to do is rebuild trust through evidence. And I had to go through this myself. When I started my first business, I was really struggling and I had no idea if it was going to work. And the way that I rebuilt that trust in myself after years of self-sabotage is getting these small little wins on a daily basis. It might not have been money related. I keep a daily planner. I write down everything that I need to get done, and I get them done one by one. I start looking at myself as somebody that, okay, when I say or write something down that I'm supposed to do, I will just do it. And this builds proof internally. You start to prove to yourself, and your mind logically just goes, oh, okay, well, I said I was going to do this and I actually did it, and it actually paid off and it did something good for me. I think I like that feeling. I'm going to do it again. And so slowly you teach your own mind that your word means something again. And that identity is rebuilt through evidence, not intention. You can intend to do something all you want, but until you actually just at least try, your brain won't recognize it. But one thing that a lot of people don't talk about that I actually struggled with was just to act before you feel ready, because I promise you, you will never feel ready. There is not a day that will come where you will suddenly feel like everything's great and I'm going to be ready now to tackle this huge mountain that I want to climb. And I think one of the best things that I did, and something that I would definitely recommend, is to start matching the person that you want to become. That version of your life that you dream of, I want you to look at the template of that character and I want you to match the person that you want to become. How do they act? What do they do? How much time do they spend working? How do they carry themselves? What is their confidence like? How do they talk? Because believe it or not, that version of you does exist. And so a lot of it is just emulating who you wish to be at the end of the day. And I don't want that to sound too airy-fairy, but genuinely, if you start operating in a certain way, you start seeing certain results in your own life. Even if it's not directly related to, like I said, to money, business, or things like that, it could be in other sectors of your life where things just start to pick up and you see these sharp spikes of improvement. It could be in body, mind, it could be in relationships. There's so many different sectors to this that start to have a knock-on positive effect. And so to tie this all together, the life that you want usually doesn't disappear all at once. It slips away in quiet compromises, repeated delays, and that slow erosion of your own self-trust. And really the only way to stop it is to act before you feel like it, rebuild that trust with yourself, and start living in a way that matches the person that you say you want to become. And I promise you, if you do all of these things together, in 6 months, 12 months time, the version of you that is waiting at that finish line is completely different to what you could have expected and completely different to who you are today. And so if you found some value from this video, definitely drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll definitely be dropping more videos like this in the future. And feel free to hit me in the comments with ways that you are improving in your life, or those experiences that you might have had in your life where that dream of yours feels like it's slipping away. Apart from that, I'll see you in the next one.